I'm just heading up now to the top of Sugarloaf Hill. It's a little bit foggy down here at the bottom. Sun's trying to break through. It's around 0 right now, but a little bit of frost on the trees and some of the shrubs in the area. This bottom part of the trail, it goes through the sagebrush grasslands, and we start to climb up towards the Douglas fir forest on the north aspect of Sugarloaf Hill. Top part's a bit of a scramble. We'll get to that in half an hour or so. On the way up, I've come to this pond, which is usually a pond, but in a year of drought, it's almost dry. It's just mud now. Hopefully it'll recharge with winter snow melt this year. And I'm heading up this double track still. Double track eventually ends, and then it starts with a faint single track to the top of the hill. That's the end of the double track, and now what's left is a very steep section following a user-made single track. I was one of the people that hung flags and made this trail a little more accessible. I certainly chose the route up the steep rock face, and I'm heading up now. No footprints here in the snow. So I'm going to be all alone up here today. Up here fairly high on shoulder of Sugarloaf Hill. I'm above the fog now. Fog fills the valley below. It's interesting that the deer follow the same route that humans do, or maybe it's vice versa. A couple of deer come up here on the snow ahead of me, but there's also a coyote track after the deer tracks. You can tell that because it lays over them at some places. So the coyote is tracking deer looking for possible easy prey. I'm close to the top now, just up a few little rocky hills here. This is the high point on the hill now. I'm just traversing the hilltop here out to the south end where there's big drop-offs and good views. Well, the fog's just rising now. That's Chewell's Mountain straight ahead. Fog rising up, good to envelop my view in a second. Or to the left, that's Hull Hill over there. and rotating towards the east. Those are the grasslands over there. Jackal Lake in the distance. Rose Hill in the distance that direction, and the South Thompson River Valley in the far distance to the northeast. I'm just coming down now through the lower grasslands. I can see my truck in the distance. It was a good hike, about 9 kilometers. I managed to get above the fog, and now that it's later in the day, there was no fog all the way down. It's a hike I do once or twice a year. It's worth returning to do again next year.